Okay. So hands onto the hips, onto the pelvic bone, knees nice and soft. Let's tilt that tailbone under and then peel it up and away. And again, tilting under and back. So we're keeping the legs nice and still, upper body nice and still, and just tucking that tailbone under. So the pelvis is tilting backwards and forwards as far as it will go. And then we slow it down a little bit at a time until that tailbone is heading down. And most importantly, the top of that pelvis is horizontal. That pops the lower back into that neutral spine position. From here, let's switch on the abdominals. So draw the belly button in towards the spine, squeeze and hold it nice and tight. Bring that wide belt all the way to notch number 10, squeeze and hold. Good job. Breathe. And relax and release. Notch number 5 on the belt this time, squeeze and hold. And release. And finally, notch number 3, a gentle squeeze and hold there. Let's bring the pelvic floor in to meet it. So squeeze, lift that pelvic floor. Imagine it's an elevator, bring it all the way up to level 10. Squeeze and hold. And relax and release. Halfway this time, up to level 5. Squeeze and hold. And release. And finally, level 3. Gentle squeeze and hold. Keep that combination engaged as we move into our breathing. So taking the opportunity to take some lovely deep breaths in through the nose. Out through the mouth. As you're exhaling, don't lose the posture, don't slouch, keep that lengthening. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Take the time to empty all of the breath completely before filling the lungs completely. Nice and wide and deep, and then exhale. Good job, well done. From here, let's go into our side bend. So keeping the core engaged, let's stretch and reach up above us and then over to the side. And again, back to center. Other side, stretch, reach, and over. Extend and return. One more on either side. Reach. And down, last one here, up and over. Good job, bringing the hands back down to the hips and then walking them up to the shoulders. Let's extend those elbows nicely straight out from the shoulders. Keeping the shoulders relaxed though, so that we can move them freely as we move into our spine twist. So breath in, engage, keeping those hips glued facing forward, just the upper body. Make sure the head stays central to the chest and comes with you, round to the side. Then we take a breath in, trying to extend that stretch, then exhale back to center. And again, inhale to prepare, exhale to move. Inhale here, exhale back to center. And again, one more on each side. Last one. And back to center. Good job. Bring the hands onto the head now or just above. And we're drawing those elbows forward to start with. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then we're bringing them back and opening up as far as we can. And again, bringing them forward. Squeeze. Opening up. And again. Well done. Relax there. Extend, circle the arms back down to the sides and grab your hand weights or your cans. Good job. So wrapping the hands over the top of the hands or the weights. Excuse me. Relax the hands down by the sides. Making sure the feet are at hip distance, keeping the knees with a gentle bend in them, and then extended and lengthened throughout. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Breath in, engage. Let's bring it out halfway. Good job. And up to full extension, directly out from the shoulders. Good job. From here, we're going to turn the hands to face up to the ceiling. And we're going to bring them into the shoulders. So breath in, engage slowly, keeping those elbows extended out to the side, into the shoulders. And out. Both together to start with, nice and slow, nice and controlled. So it's the body's ability to control that weight in the hand right the way in and out at every stage, nice and slowly. That's what's going to build the strength and the tone throughout the muscles. Good job. Last one in here. Now we're going to go out halfway. So we're going to come halfway, hold it there. Then we're going to go to extension. And we're going to do the same on the return. We're going to come halfway. And back to the shoulders. And again, up, halfway. And out. Brilliant. Relax and bring them into the shoulders now. We're going to turn to face them forward. Now we're going to extend and lengthen up to the ceiling. Together to start with. Breath in, engage, going up. And control the lower. Don't let the arms just drop down. And again, extend. And lower. Good job. One more here with both. And lower. Now we're going to tuck the elbows into the side, relax the shoulders, turn the hands the other way around so you can see the back of the hands are facing me. And then we're going to extend them down to the hips. Now we're going to draw up, both together to start with. Up and down. Good job. And again. And down. Last one together. And down. This time independently, bringing one up and down, and the other one up and down. Same again on each side. Last one here. Squeeze and relax. Well done. Place the weights down, out of the way, and we're moving down to the legs. Let's get them warmed up. So moving to the end of your mat. Ready to step forward into your lunge. So here we go. Feet at hip distance. Stepping forward with one foot. Both the toes are facing forward, pushing through the hips, keeping that back heel glued down, pushing forward, keeping the upper body nice and tall, eyes looking forward ahead of you. Now encourage that knee forward, that front knee. See if you can't extend it a little bit further while keeping that back heel glued down. Hold it there if you can. And release. Feet back to hip distance. Other foot comes forward. Push through that front knee. See if that knee can extend a little bit further forward. And return. Well done. Good job. From here, we're moving into our squats. So feet are staying at hip distance. Our key here is keeping those knees behind the toes when we come down into the squat. So breath in, engage, sitting back down, arms are coming forward to counterbalance with that weight. Holding. Then breath in, engage the core muscles, extend and lengthen, standing up nice and tall. And again, into our squat. Engage, drawing up nice and tall. This time, let's see if we can squat and hold. Well done. Just where it's comfortable for you. Then engage, draw up, and we're ready to go. Well done. Moving into our roll downs now. Standing up nice and tall, spine nice and lengthened, shoulders relaxed and down. Breath in, engage the core, engage the pelvic floor. On the exhale, drop the chin to the chest, roll the shoulders forward, and straight away relax the arms, relax the shoulders, relax the head, so that you can lengthen through. Use the weight of the arms and the hands to stretch through the shoulders. Use the weight of the head to extend and lengthen the neck. Take it down as far as you are comfortable. Hang out here for a moment. Feel that lovely stretch all the way up the back of the leg, over the hips. Hold it there. When you're ready, breath in, engage, push through the legs, and then think about that spine, keeping those fingertips level, restacking the spine one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders roll back and down, neck lengthens up and away, ready to go again. Breath in, engage, chin to chest, shoulders roll forward. Stretch. Breath in, engage, restacking the spine, nice and slowly. Good job. And again, one more time. Breath in, engage, chin to chest, shoulders forward, head and neck relaxed, released. See if you can't stretch the fingertips a little bit further down. Then when you're ready, coming onto all fours. So the hands are coming down, the knees are coming down together ideally. Then we come forward onto the all-four position. So we've got the wrists directly underneath the shoulders, the knees directly underneath the hips. The back is engaged and lengthened to make it nice and flat and strong. From here, we're going to move into our cobra flow. So we're going to take a breath in and engage. We're going to curl up into our cat first. Head lowers, spine arches up. Good job. From here, just lower and extend the hands forward for me. So they're just reaching one hand's length forward. So back into the cat. Then we're coming back down into child's pose. We're leading with the nose towards the knees. Just stretch as close as we can with the head towards the knees, sitting back. Then the nose is hovering just above the floor as it snakes forward. The elbows open to allow the head and the shoulders to come forward and through. The eyes look up just a tiny bit at the end for a little cobra neck. And then the head tucks under and we move back and flow back into the cat, resetting ourselves, ready to go again. Breath in, engage, snaking back. That nose is leading towards the knees, looking through between the feet. Then when we're ready, we snake forward just above the mat, elbows out. Head lifts just for a tiny bit and then tucks under and then curl. Keep that head tucked under for that cat. Push that spine up to the ceiling. One last go. Down into child's pose. Good job. Snake that nose forward. Good job. Little lift. Tuck the head under. Push up towards the spine to the ceiling. Finish with that cat. And then back into neutral. Just bring the hands back in underneath the shoulders. We're going to move into the down dog straight off, just making sure that you're happy to do so. So tucking the toes under, walking the hands forward again, and then breath in, tucking the head in as we push the bottom up towards the ceiling. We're pushing the heels back down behind us, and we're making a lovely straight V shape of the body, pushing those hips up and away. Hold if you can. If not, of course, bring it down in your own time. breath in, engage, bringing the knees down, then sitting back onto the feet and getting ourselves ready to move into child's pose. So the knees come nice and wide. Shake out the hands. They've been working pretty hard. Let's get the blood flowing back into the wrists and then moving down into child's pose to relax out. Hold it there, just relaxing down. So that lovely little flow of moving from upright down, rolling down, coming forward into that cobra flow, and then adding the down dog if you want, is a really nice little set of exercises. Quite good to get you going first thing in the morning. Good job. Now we're going to extend it by coming forward onto our tummies. We're going to work through the hip flexors, the hamstrings, and through the shoulders as we develop through the one leg kick. So we're going to start with just the lower body, getting ourselves set up, hands underneath the head. Extend the legs at hip distance, nice and long. Good job. Breath in, engage, draw the belly button up from the mat towards the spine to keep that spine in neutral. Relax the shoulders for me. Gently bringing one foot up towards the bottom. When it's as close as it can go, we're going to point, flex, point, and then we can control as we bring it back down to the mat. Nice and slowly, nice and controlled. We're in charge of those leg muscles all the way down to the mat. Other leg coming up, point, flex, point, and really take your time over this lowering. Nice and straight, nice and controlled. Don't let go until the foot is on the mat. Point, flex, point, lowering down again. One more on the other side, bringing it up. Point, flex, point, and gently lower. Well done. So the legs know what they've got to do. Now let's get the upper body ready. Tucking the elbows directly underneath the shoulders, forearms nice and long here. Shoulders relaxed and down, neck nice and lengthened. We're going to take a breath in, engage. We're going to tilt the pelvis. See how the pelvis comes up off of the mat, okay? So we're holding the pelvis off the mat now. Now just tilting, lifting and holding that pelvis might be enough for you, okay? Adding the legs for some extra challenge. Keeping those hips up off of the mat if you can, drawing the leg up, point, flex, point, and slowly and controlled, lowering that leg back down without lowering the hips. Other side, bringing it up, point, flex, point. Don't let the hips go down with the leg. They're going to want to. Other side, point, flex, point, and lower. So keeping that belly button drawn in as you keep going, point, flex, point to support the core muscles. They're working really, really hard for you now. All good. Loads of toning going on. Good job. Building strength right the way through the core, support for the lower back. Working on shoulder stabilization at the same time. Good job. Last one here, if you've got it. 1, 2, 3, and gently lower. Then bring those hips down, relax. Take the feet out a little bit wider and turn the toes in. Make a little pillow for the head with the hands and gently turn the head to one side and relax everything down into the mat. Whew. Good job. Well done. When you're ready, gently turn your head to the other side. And back to center. So we're not going to relax out for too long. We're going to move into our leg pull prone now. So we're going to use that same muscle group. We've warmed them up nicely. We're going to see if we can use that strength to gain even more tone in there. So legs extended nice and long. Now, if you want to move it up to level 2, make sure that your toes have got a mat to grip onto. Okay. So breath in, engage. Imagine that there's a sling around your waistband that's going to lift up from your waistband rather than leading with your bottom. If you lead with your bottom, you tend to end up with the bottom at the top. We want to lift with the waistband. So we've got that lovely straight line down the spine. Eyes are looking down. Hold it here if you can. Breathe. It's a big exercise. We're holding up a lot of the body. And lower, gently lowering and placing the hips back down. Good job. If you're ready, go again. That's your level 1. If you want to level 2, then same again with level 1. Breath in, engage rather. Lift that waistband up, hold. When you're ready, tuck the toes under and then extend with the heels to lengthen and hold throughout. Breathe. Relax through the shoulders. Keep the hips level, keep the shoulders level. Only hold it as far as you are comfortable. When you're ready now, bring the knees down, untuck the toes, then bring the hips down. We're going to go one more time if you want to. If you've had enough, just hold it there. Breath in, engage, lift, hold those hips up. If you want to, tuck the toes under, extend and lengthen for that hold. Breathe. And lower, knees down, hips down, relax the toes, relax down in the mat. Woo. Well done. Good job, superb work. Fabulous exercise to strengthen and tone throughout the body. You know that, you can feel the work that you've just done. Gets the blood flowing nicely as well. Good job. Just relax there for a moment. When you're ready, we're coming up onto our side and we're going to work on our hip lift on our side. So here we're going to add to the core strengthening and we're going to add some leg work and we're going to add some oblique work. So we're going to work the sides, the waist muscles here on either side of the torso at the same time. So to do that, elbows directly underneath the shoulders, forearms nice and long, fingers spread out, making a nice base for you. Hips are stacked, so make sure you've placed one hip on top of the other, okay? Don't just roll back into it and have the top hip too far back. Make sure it's stacked, knees are stacked, feet are stacked. If I make a straight line with my fingertips, with my spine, I can point to my toes so they're in line with the spine and then the knees are coming forward from here. Then I'm lifting that waist. See the difference? Lift the waist, extend the spine so it's in a nice straight line. We don't want a curve in the spine there. Well done. From here, we're going to bring the top hand up onto the head. Now, if it's too much to have the hand as well, the fingertips can come down onto the mat, but don't bring the shoulder down and start down here, okay? Remember that frame. Open up that top shoulder. So we've got a solid wooden picture frame, pinned shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip. We can't bend it. We've got to keep that lovely frame, keep that waist lifted. If the top hand can come as well, bonus, the arms are going to get a workout at the same time. Extend and lengthen that top leg for me. Straight out from the hips. Keep that waist lifted when we're ready. Breath in, engage. We're going to lift that top leg and we're going to extend the arm at the same time if you want to. We're going to lower the leg. It's going to hover just above the other foot, but it's going to stay raised. And we're going to go straight away again. Lift and lower. So as always with these exercises, make sure that you control the lower. Don't let the leg just drop down. Make sure that you've got hold of that muscle the whole time, controlling the lift and the lower. Good job. This time we're going to go up and we're going to hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then bring it down. Then we're going to come up again And then we're going to bring it forward just a little bit. Just forward, then back to center, just a couple of inches, and back. Make sure that hip doesn't tilt forward when the leg goes back. It's very small, this movement. Coming forward a little way, and back to center, and back a little way, keeping that lovely frame. And again, forward to center, back to center, and lower, bringing it down, bringing that knee forward. So we're stacking. We're going to have a little break, but we're going to go straight into the clam. So we're making sure that those feet and knees are still stacked and still in alignment with the spine. And then we can come down on the forearm. So we can either sit up on the forearm like I am. I'm going to keep my head up here so you can hear me, or you can rest down here. Just make sure that the head and the neck are in a nice straight line. Don't curl up here, okay? So choose where you want to be as long as the spine is nice and straight. The knees are bent forward of the body in a straight line. Relax that top hand down in front of you and allow the shoulder to relax out from that work earlier. Okay, breath in, engage, clam. So the top knee is coming up, 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 opening up. Imagine that piece of string pulling it up. Then imagine that lovely soft squishy ball between the knees as we squeeze the ball. Now try not to close entirely. Try to come again, keeping that leg engagement if you can. So try not to rest between now. Now that we've built up the strength with this exercise. And again, coming away, up, 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 and back. Making sure the hips are staying stacked. Those are our anchors. We're pushing against this hip joint as we open up the knee and slowly lower. So we're working the obliques on the side, we're working those glutes on the back, and we're working through the hip flexor as well. Push and squeeze. And again, up and lower. Last one if you can. Bringing it up, lower, and relax. Draw the knees up even closer. Draw the head and shoulders round. This time you are allowed to curl up into a little ball and rest out from those two exercises. Well done. When you're ready, we're coming onto our back. We're going to work on our curl up and the addition of our knee lifts here as we continue that work through the core, adding the upper body as resistance and also adding flexibility and mobility in the spine at the same time. So to do all of this, let's relax the shoulder blades underneath us. Forearms nice and long either side on the mat just to set us up. Feet are at hip distance, relatively close to the bottom here, nice and square. Back is in neutral, so gently tilt the pelvis up and down, just roll it, finding where the back mat is, where it's flat on the mat, finding where it's fully arched, and then finding that halfway point that's that neutral spine, engaging the core and the pelvic floor to hold it in that position when you're ready. So we've been working on our curl up with our hands behind our head. So you can start here, or you can go straight with the arms straight if you're comfortable with that. So to start with, your level one is one hand underneath the head. The thumb is supporting just at the bottom of the skull where it meets the neck. The other hand goes on top. Elbows are nice and open. These arms are not pulling and lifting the head. The hands are not pulling and lifting the head, okay? They are just coming along for the ride. Now with the arms pinned back like this, the spine tends to arch. So again, just focus on that neutral. Make sure you tilt the pelvis and make sure it's in neutral before you go. Breath in, engage, curl up the ribs. Imagine that rope attached to the sternum as we pull, pull, pull. We are lifting with the abdominals, not with the hands and the arms. we're looking through the knees. We take a breath in, then we exhale, we lengthen the neck, pushing back into the hands until we're all the way down, so that the head is supported the whole way by the engagement of the muscles, not necessarily by the hands. We're going to take them away in a minute if you're ready to do so. Breath in, engage, pull on that sternum rope, up, 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 looking through. Relax, breath in. Really important, making sure everything's engaged and supported all the way back down again. That's your level 1. Your level 2, arms stay down by the side. They keep a gentle bend in the elbow, okay? They're going to come up first almost, but make sure they're not pulling us, okay? Again, they're just coming for the ride. Same process. Breath in, engage. Chin drops towards the chest, top of the ribs, curve. We're looking up, up, up. Arms hover just here. Breath in. Exhale. Keep everything engaged and strong until the head is all the way back down on the mat. And again, breath in. Exhale, curl up. Looking through. Breath in. Exhale, bringing it down and relax. Right, you've got one more level here, level 3, if you want to. Bringing the leg up to right angle. So one leg at the moment, knee directly above the hip, shin parallel with the ceiling. Here we've got to make sure that the hips stay level, the body still continues to move in a nice straight line while that leg is staying still. So don't let the leg move. Breath in, engage, same focus, chin to chest, abs switched on, drawing up, looking between where the knees would be. Breath in, engage, relax, relax, relax. Don't pull with those arms. Keep the tension out of the neck. And again, breath in, engage, curl up, 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 hold. Relax here. Let's hold it for a moment. Breathe. And lower, 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 and relax. Good job. Bringing that one leg down and switching sides for me. Now we're nearly there. We know we just got a couple more lifts on this side, okay? It's worth all the effort. We're working upper, mid, and lower abdominals, but particularly strengthening that upper and mid. Here we go. Breath in, engage, still pulling from the sternum, curling the head, rolling the shoulders to help you out, squeezing those core muscles. Breath in, exhale, relaxing down, but not relaxing the abs, just extending and pushing the neck back down towards the mat. And again, breath in, engage, squeeze, roll. Let's hold it this time if we can. Breathe. And keep everything engaged. It's the last time. We're coming down. We're done. Both of the knees into the chest. Give them a good hug. Well done. Gently rock the head side to side if there's any tension in the head or the neck or the top of the shoulders. Good job. It takes time to build up the exercise. It takes time to teach the body to keep the neck and the shoulder relaxed so they don't cramp. But it's important that you build up that abdominal strength in order to support the weight of the head and the shoulders as they're lifting. Great effort, well done. Full body stretch while we're here, nice and long, stretch, reaching out, deep breath in and out. On the next exhale, bring the hands back over to the sides of the body. And now we're going to roll over onto the other side or switch ends in order to do our hip lifts on the other side. So setting ourselves up, elbows directly underneath the shoulders, forearms nice and long, feet in line with the spine, knees bending forward. Watch those hips Stack them one on top of the other. Okay, good job. Lift that waist for me. Don't leave it sagging. Don't leave that curve in the spine. Lift it, extend the head. We won't be here for long. I know it's not the next favorite position. Okay, from here, if you can, placing the hand up towards the head. If not, the fingertips down on the mat, but don't let that shoulder roll down. Breath in, engage, lift that waist. Think about these lovely waist muscles. They're going to work. These obliques are going to work to do the lifting for us. Breath in, engage, gently lift. As we do, extend the hand just gently. And then as we come down, bring the hand back in. Bring the foot just above the other foot. And we go again. Extend and lower. Keeping that core engaged, keeping that waist lifted as we go. Good job. And again. One more here, and let's hold for 5, 4, 3. Don't let that waist lower. 2, 1. Bringing it down, but we're not relaxing out yet. We're coming up again, and this time we're coming forward and back. So gently forward, gently back to center. It's only a couple of inches. And back. Keep the waist lifted. Good job. Forward. Back. And we're done. Hold it there. Lower. Bring the knees together so they're stacked nice and neatly. Feet are stacked neatly before we come down onto the mat. Good job. So make sure that back and spine are nice and straight before we move into the clam, okay? Make sure that front hand is relaxed down and this top shoulder now can relax out, okay? Making sure those hips are stacked. That's our anchor, it's staying put. Breath in, engage the core, opening up that knee, pull, pull, pull. Imagine that rope pulling the top of the knee. How far can it go? And then when it's ready, it's going to squeeze that ball all the way. Try not to relax out of it now. Try and come straight away again. Up, up, up. And again, relax down, squeeze. And again, up. And lower. And again, up. And lower. Well done. And again. And last one here. Push, 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 push. Squeeze and relax. Draw the knees up. Curl the upper body down and relax out of it. Great job. Really good strengthening and toning going on. Well done. From here, when you're ready, coming onto your back, and we're going to work on those arm circles. So we're working on stabilizing the shoulders, okay? This is building strength and tone across both of the shoulders equally, okay? And helping to work on any counterbalance. We often end up very heavily weighted in strength on one side than the other. This exercise is really good for helping to balance that, which is really important to make sure that the body is working equally, which means all the muscles are supporting you all of the time, not just the strong ones. So relaxing the shoulder blades underneath you, feet are at hip distance. Good job. From here, make sure the lower back is in neutral before we start, and then extend and reach those fingertips up to the ceiling. Palms are facing each other. I can't emphasize enough that those fingertips need to be reaching so that all the arm muscles are switched on. If the arm is relaxed and we're just circling, we're not going to do a great deal of benefit. So we're going to lengthen, we're going to control, okay, very precisely. So the end of the longest fingertip is our pencil. We're going to draw the palms in towards each other to start with, and then we're going to use our pencil to draw a beautiful saucer-shaped circle on the ceiling. We're going slowly and precisely. This is about control. Okay. This muscle memory, this muscle tone that we're building is going to build over time throughout the exercise. So we need to get the movement and the precision and the speed right at the beginning and maintain it. Good job. Hold it here and let's circle the other way. Nice and slowly, slow down. And hold, good job. From here, making sure that spine is in neutral, breath in, engage, bringing one leg up to right angle knee. Holding it there. Now, the leg is going to stay absolutely still. It's not going to move, it's not going to wobble, and it's certainly not going to circle, even if it thinks it wants to. And now the hands start to circle. So we're controlling that leg hold, and we're circling those shoulders. Still with saucer plate shapes. So we're circling directly above the shoulder. Hold it there and circle the other way. And hold. Now bring that foot back down, bring the other one up, right angles. Ready to go. Make sure the spine is in neutral. That leg is nice and solid and is held in place with that muscle all switched on through the legs. Then we circle the hands. Palms towards each other first and then circling out. Good job, well done. Hold it there and then circle the other way. And hold. Engaging the core and make sure that the foot comes down nice and controlled, and then relaxing the arms down beside you. Well done, good job. Draw the knees into the chest and give them a good hug to release out here. Well done. When you're ready, we're gently going to make our way up to seated to finish off with our last exercise. When we are seated, make sure we're right at the end of our mat with our toes, so we've got plenty of mat behind us, okay? Because we're going to move into our tucked rolls. So it's important we built spinal strength. We're going to continue to build on that strength, and we're going to ensure that we maintain flexibility in the spine. So this exercise is definitely fun, but it also has some benefits as well. It's important, okay? You've got to imagine yourself as a little ball. The more you can tuck yourself up small, but also curve the shoulders, curve the spine, make that ball shape, the easier you will find it. I know it's not easy, whatever you do. So into our tucked rolls. Sitting up nice and tall on our seating bones, and then we're going to tuck ourselves into a little ball. So the hands are on the shins, the feet and the legs are together as one unit. We're going to be one ball, everything tucked together. So we're going to walk the feet in towards us, okay? Then we're going to find ourselves tucking the shoulders in, rolling the shoulders round to make a nice curve at the top of the back, curving the back. Breath in, engage, staying tucked up nice and small. We're going to roll back, then we're going to use the momentum to bring ourselves back up. Hopefully, I know it doesn't always work out that way. If not, just come back up and reset yourself and have another go. So remember to use the momentum. Try and relax the shoulders. Where the hands are holding on tight to the legs, we often end up with a lot of tension through the neck. Try not to, because the curve, the relaxed muscles there will help to roll you back up. So breath in, engage, curl up nice and small, tuck in and roll and come back up. Now, if you have mastered this lovely little tucked roll, your level 2 challenge is to start with the toes just off the mat, just hovering in that position. Then breath in, engage, roll back. And as you come back up, to try and keep those toes hovering just above the floor, only if you want to. And again, breath in, engage, curl up. And there. Good job. Relax out of it. Open up the knees and fold forward between the legs. And relax there. Good job. Well done. When you're ready, we're going to roll down to the mat, ready to cool down. So just using our roll back technique, feet at hip distance now with the knees bent, relaxing the shoulders and gently rolling down, using that abdominal control, bringing the hands down either side if you need some support on the way down. Walking the feet in so the knees are bent. Shoulders relaxed. Bring one of the knees all the way into the chest and give it a good hug. Extend the other foot away. Leave it bent if you need to, or extend fully if you can. Most importantly, squeeze that knee into the body and take some lovely deep breaths. So a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. When you're ready, walk the extended foot up, bring it into the chest and walk the other foot away. Draw the knee into the chest, hug it nice and tightly. Draw the other leg up. Both of the feet now down onto the floor. Keeping them at hip distance. Lift one of the feet from the floor and flex the foot. Push the heel, leading and extending and lengthening away until the leg is nice and straight. When it's nice and straight, try and encourage it to come up, 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 just as far as you are comfortable. Most importantly, pushing away with that heel and drawing back down with that toe to get that lovely stretch all the way down the back of the leg. You can place the hands either side of the leg if you want to support it in that position. Push with that heel. Good job. Now point the toe, bend the knee and bring the other foot back down. Other side. Bring the foot up. Flex first. Push away with that heel and then extend and lengthen. Good job. Push with that heel and then point the toe, bend the knee and bring it back down. Now walk the feet together for me. Bring the knees together to start with. And then we're going to gently open both the knees at the same time out to the sides. Keep the feet touching. And just allow the knees and the legs to open out as far as you are comfortable. Good job. Breath in, engage, gently draw the knees up, 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 back to closed. Good job. From here, keeping the feet and the legs all as one unit, extend and lengthen the arms out to either side of you, and then gently roll the legs and the feet in one direction as we gently turn the head in the opposite direction. Breath in, engage to draw those knees back up to center, and then gently roll them in the opposite direction, turning the head the other way. Take some lovely deep breaths and enjoy that lovely spine stretch. Engaging and draw the knees back up to center now. And from here, we're going to walk out just the feet, keeping the knees together to make a nice little teepee shape so that the legs are self-supporting here. This is going to be our relaxed position. If it doesn't work for you, just extend the legs nice and long and relax there. Placing the hands onto the tummy, one above the other. Closing your eyes for a moment. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you do, think about the tummy muscles relaxing and spreading down towards the mat. Feel the shoulders and the back of the head relaxing also. Feel the legs gently touching and supporting each other. And feel the feet gently spreading and melting down into the floor. And just take a moment to totally relax. Keeping the eyes closed, gently take a moment to roll the head to one side. And back to center. And over to the other side. And back to center. Gently opening the eyes and again rolling the head to one side. Back to center. And over to the other side. Back to center. Gently walk the feet back in towards each other, and when you're ready, slowly make your way onto your side. From here, take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Slowly making your way onto all fours now. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Making sure the knees and the feet are at hip distance before you tuck the toes under. Walk the hands back and slowly roll back up the way we came down. Roll the shoulder blades back and down, lengthen the neck up and away. Arm circles to finish. Deep breath in to come up and out to circle. And again, in and out. One last time, stretch, reach up onto your toes if you want to, bring the hands down and round to the prayer and give yourselves a big clap. Well done, everybody. Great workout.